Yo, what's going on, FG fam? Welcome to another episode of the Detroit Tigers franchise here on MLB The Show 20. Today we have Sandy Alcantara on the mound. He's had a very good start to his season. We'll see if he can keep that going. But first, we are going to go to the minor league openers as we have a little player lock going on for you there. Indianapolis Indians will be hosting our Toledo Mudhens to open this season at Green Valley Stadium. Doing a little player lock here, but we've got Jamie Barria on the mound, and right away we've got a defensive play to make and thrown on to first for the out. So Nolan Jones is coming up to bat here against the Indianapolis Indians. We acquired him from the Cleveland Indians, and that throw onto first gets him out. Now into the top of the fourth, and Jones trying it right back up the middle, and the pitcher makes a beautiful play and gets him there as well. Barria still on the mound here at the bottom of the fourth. A little bit of a threat, but nice throw from Nolan Jones. Gets an out there and ends the inning. Then into the top of the seventh, down 3-0. Here's Nolan Jones, and that one is out to left field, and a fly ball. Easy catch is made, and the Indianapolis Indians end up handing us a loss to open the season, a shutout loss, a 3-0 shutout loss. Jamie Barria takes the loss in 5 2/3 innings pitched, and basically nothing good happened. We got no extra base hits. We only had 3 hits on the game entirely. Osuna had all 3 of their RBIs. Now going into the Double-A opener, the Richmond Flying Squirrels coming to town to visit the Erie Seawolves. Now our Erie Seawolves were very good last year, as were our Toledo Mudhens. Both of them had a chance to win their championship, but only the Erie Seawolves were able to. So the defending champs here with Shamond Hawkins, and he's going to fly out there. Shamond Hawkins is a new addition, and here is a pass ball. He is able to beat it out. So on to first. That wouldn't really bring us any runs, but here's Hawkins in the bottom of the 6th with a gapper, and that one could be an RBI. In fact, they're going to wave him around from third. Hawkins is in with a triple, and an RBI triple at that to give us a 1-0 lead. Then Hawkins will end up scoring here in the bottom of the 6th on the base hit, which makes it 2-0 on an error, actually. That would bring him up in the bottom of the 8th. We're up 2-1, and the fly out. Nice catch is made, but we do get the win, 2-1 at home against the Flying Squirrels. Herb Drake gets the player of the game with a very nice pitching performance. Marte had their only RBI. Stevens was their starter. He gave up 2 on 5 innings pitched. Dominique and Shamond Hawkins with the only RBIs, so good to see Shamond Hawkins doing some things. And then Drake with a very nice, solid pitching performance. Now, back to the majors. As the Detroit Tigers opening up 7-6 on their season, they'll be taking on the 7-5 Blue Jays, who have the 3 guys that are sons of former All-Stars and Hall of Famers, all in their lineup, so this should be tough. Sandy Alcantara has had a pretty darn good hold of pitching so far throughout this season. 2-0. He does have a 3.75 ERA. Could look to improve that a little bit. Here's Vladdy Jr., and here's the ground out that will end up being an RBI for him. I'll bring up Seth Brown here in the top of the 1st, and he will single home the third run of the game. Now Billy McKinney, and he goes down looking. So Alcantara is able to get out of this, but it is 3-0. Now Ryan Barucki is coming to the mound for the Blue Jays. He has not had a good start to his season in 2 starts. Frankie Lindor has this one chopped over to short and an opportunity to turn 2, and they will do just that to prevent any runs from scoring. Vladdy Jr. comes up with runners in scoring position, and he is going to get the base knock to single home the 4th run of the game for the Blue Jays. Kendall Brown now with a chance. Another opportunity with runners in scoring position, and he does not fail as he gaps this one into right center field. That brings home a run. Kendall Brown goes to third with a RBI triple. And we'll see, can Ketel Marte single him home? Nope, this one's on to shortstop and thrown on to first for the final out. Simeon Woods Richardson would come into the game later on in it, as we are now all the way into the top of the 6th. 2 runners on base here, and a nice step on second base by Nico Goodrum and a beautiful throw to first to prevent any more runs. But a bases loaded 2-out situation in the top of the 7th. This one gets through the infield somehow, and it will score 2 runs for the Toronto Blue Jays. Gabriel Moreno up to bat. This one looks perfectly gapped in left field, and it absolutely is. That is going to bring home another 1 and another 2 runs to make it 8-1 in favor of Toronto. They have come into Comerica Park and just blown this thing up. Holden Capps has pitched 4 games already this season to a 2.25 ERA. He's pitched 1 inning in each and every one of them. Not giving up a hit so far to the lefties, and still has not done so. Matt Hall now coming into the game for the Blue Jays. He's pitched 3 games this year, 11 innings already for him, so he has done some work. Wilson Ramos comes up in the bottom of the 7th with a runner on, and he hits an absolute blast into the bullpen, as all these Tigers love to do. And a 2-run shot for Wilson Ramos traveled 444 feet. And that one will at least put the Tigers a little bit more in position to possibly fight for this game, as it is now 8-3. So, will we be able to make some kind of comeback in this game? Here's Wilson Ramos in the bottom of the 8th with an opportunity to single home some runs. And that slow roller onto third is no good, as that one is an out. Now Bo Bichette up at the plate against Holden Capps, and Bo Bichette hits one off the right field foul pole. It's gone. A solo shot for baby Bichette, and that is his 5th home run of the season already. That'll bring up Kevin Biggio. And Biggio looking like he wants to be like his daddy in the Hall of Fame, as that one goes into the bullpen as well, into the Blue Jay pen. It's actually his 1st homer of the year, and that one's a solo shot as well. So Holden Capps giving up a pair of solo shots, and the Toronto Blue Jays are going to win this thing 10-3. Both teams had 10 hits, but the Blue Jays just brought everybody in at every opportunity. Biggio hit a triple and a homer in the game. Bichette hit the other home run. So the children really getting it done. RBIs also by Vladdy Jr. So yes, the children all got it done. Alcantara gave up 4. So did Woods Richardson. Bullpen was not any better than the starting pitching. So against Toronto, we also lose game 2, and then we lose Nolan Gorman, the man who hit his very first home run in his very first at-bat, and we lose him. Then we win back-to-back 8-3 games, as Gorman's going to be out for 1 to 2 months, but we do split the series with Toronto. We then sweep the Royals. So that is pretty important, as then we go into a series in the Bronx to take on the New York Yankees. Now, the Yankees, they're not as good as they once were. They're 6-14, but there's still plenty of season left. They can still be good. We are not as good as we were last year, but again, plenty of season left. We are 12-8. They are 6-14, and Garrett Cole, their supposed best pitcher, has not gotten off to a hot start so far this year. Kendall Brown now up against him in the top of the 1st inning with a runner on, and Kendall Brown goes short porch Yankee Stadium, right field, baby. 367 feet is good enough for a no-doubt home run for Kendall Brown, his 5th of the season. And that is going to spark the Detroit Tigers into that 2-0 lead early on at Yankee Stadium in the 1st inning. Making our boy a little nervous. Now that'll bring in Carlos Martinez. Again, I apologize, I screwed up on the stat thing. Sometimes I press X just a little too quickly. This one goes back to the pitcher, Carlos Martinez, and he gets the final out of the 1st inning. Austin Wynns goes down with runners in scoring position in the 4th inning. And the Yankees failing to get runners across. Here's Richie McGowan on a 3-2 pitch, and Garrett Cole's giving up another bomb. It's out of here. Richie McGowan has hit his 4th homer of the season. This might be the quickest rate McGowan has ever gotten to 4 homers. Now Gleyber Torres comes up in the bottom of the 5th off Carlos Martinez, and he's got a 2-run shot to the short porch as well. 366, 1 foot shorter than Kendall Brown's in the 1st, and Gleyber Torres hits 5 on the year. Now Mike Ford comes up, and this one bobbled a little bit at first, but it's able to be taken. and it gets us out of a jam. Now, our old buddy Joe Jimenez has pitched in 5 games this year to a 17 ERA. Will we make it even worse for him? Goldschmidt, straightaway center, gone. And we do make it a little worse for the former Tiger Joe Jimenez as Paul Goldschmidt hits his 3rd homer of the year, our new acquisition. So we're going to bring in their former player in Aroldis Chapman to try to close this thing down. He does it there on a full count, getting the inside 102-mile-an-hour fastball. Now against Cavacao, and he goes down as well, and that is going to do it. Aroldis Chapman gets the save here at Yankee Stadium, flips the bird to his old team, and it's Richie McGowan getting player of the game with his solo home run. Goldschmidt, McGowan, and Brown all with home runs, and we got all of our RBIs by way of homer. Gleyber Torres gives the Yankees all their RBIs by way of homer as well. So long balls at Yankee Stadium is what it is. And we will continue on to 4-game sweep the New York Yankees. Where does that set this league right now? Red Sox on top of the East. We are on top of the Central by 2 games. So the Tigers, still the best team in the American League, even with a record that I don't think is amazing by any stretch of the imagination. Into the National League, Nationals are 13-9. They lead by a game in the East. Reds 15-7. They lead by a half a game over the Cubs in the Central. And the Diamondbacks 13-9. So we are currently the best team in baseball. It's just a very even baseball league right now. Just a lot of teams that have a chance to do things, but it's early yet. Mudhens do lead their division by a game, and the Seawolves lead theirs by a half a game. So everybody doing good right now in the organization. We're going to be going up against the Seattle Mariners. God, I love those teal uniforms. Make sure you guys drop a like on this video. Subscribe if you're new to the channel for the love of franchise content, because it's all we do here, and we can build a winner together. And if you want to see more franchise, make sure you click right here to see some more franchise.